Anime girls, waifus, husbandos. These are terms we hold dear in our heart, fellow weebs. And today's the day we finally try to understand how to draw them. Now, there are many opinions on what good anime girls look like, but I feel like, similar to porn, we all know it when we see it. But still, beauty is subjective, and this is a very say-so channel. Yes, so no porn. But there's a range from like tasteful artistic beauty and like straight up porn. And I feel like that there is one avenue that walks this line better than most, and that is Twitter. Now, full disclosure, my personal standard for anime beauty, for what I think anime proportions should aspire to be, is the Hololive community. I think that Hololive girls are pretty much the golden standard. They're the Disney of anime girls, right? So let's keep the brand of like Hololive say so and not say so, as Hololive can be, and use that as our filter of trying to understand anime proportions. Now, I follow a fair bit of Hololive shenanigans on the twitter.com, so we're just gonna scroll through my timeline and we're gonna see what shows up. This could be really dangerous, actually. That's okay. I have faith in my say-so-ness. Let's start the journey, shall we? Here we go. Okay, Arcane, not bad. Paintings, not bad. Lily, always gotta support the freaking, what are they? I should know this. I'm so embarrassed. It's not One Punch Man, it's Offline TV. Wow, fire me, fake fan. Gotta support the OTV fam. Okay, memes, good. Okay, good. More Twitch celebrities. Okay. We found our first batch of anime, the Chibi, Exhibit A. Let us study the form of the Chibi. It seems, and now this is obvious, and again, stylistically, the head is the predominant facial feature, and the body is very small. Anybody could tell you that. Literally anybody. Obviously, that's what Chibis are. We all know that. But knowing that, and then being able to actually draw that is challenging. So let's look at these Chibis, that I think is very cute, and then see if we can recreate it in our own way, just from using some observational skills. All right, here we go. So, analyzing this, we have simple eyes. There's no irises. It's all pupil. They're filled all the way through, which makes them very cute. There is also flat shading. There is no gradients whatsoever. So it's all cell shaded. Cell shaded. I'm dyslexic. So with that in mind, with our two qualities so far of this cute chibi style that I like, I want to learn how to do this. I see that the head is the biggest factor compared to the body. The eyes are literally just dots or exaggerated expressions, and it's cell shaded with no gradients. Let's see if we can incorporate that. Let's see if we can copy that. Let's see. Okay. This one, I don't know. I feel like this one could be a little bit too tough for me. But we have a hand in here, and hands, as we know, can be very difficult. So let's see these simple chibi hands. So let's start with our circle. Now, what about proportions? And then also, the shape is wrong. So it's much more like eggy. These are all like ovals horizontally. They're not actual circles. So already my bias is trying to make it more realistic than it is. All right, here's our head. If I'm looking at this, where would the figure be underneath this? I could just copy and, try to just, here's the coat, and then, here's the body, and then, here's, and just try to just go off of what I see here. Just literally just copy these as best I can, right? And that could work. That's not bad, but I'm trying really hard to not do that, because otherwise, how am I gonna get good? Like, that's like the epitome of like short-term cramming, or like a short-term like one-to-one reference study. I'm actually trying to learn. So just following what I see isn't going to get me anywhere, because let's say I do that. Let's say I follow all these lines exactly like this. At the end of the day, if I'm really lucky, maybe I will get a recreation of this. That's not as good, mind you. But instead, if I try to understand what's actually going on underneath here, I might actually learn something. I might actually begin to understand just how extreme these chibi proportions are. And that's the mindset that I'm applying to this. I'm not just trying to copy what I see, I'm trying to copy what I don't see. Also, as an aside, I like how I was prepared for smut and now I'm drawing the most like wholesome chibi you've ever seen in your life. So, you know what? That's okay. All right, so then if I'm trying to draw the body underneath this, where's the neck? I don't think they have a neck. I'm going to say that the best you would get is, I think in this one, in Bosun here, I think that the best you're gonna get is like this t-shirt line. I don't think they'll ever show a neck in this chibi style, which I like personally, because if the head is so big, why even bother having a neck at all, right? It's just gonna, I think it would look silly. So I like this. So there's no neck. Okay. The head should be the widest part. So from left to right, the farthest part should be the head. Okay, so that means the head has to be the biggest thing, which means that the body is gonna be somewhere in here. And using this again as a template, it looks like that all it is just like a cylinder for the body. And then you can add in little digits and appendages. So that's all it is. This is so simplified. It's literally just a horizontal ellipse with on top of a cylinder right here. So I guess maybe their neck is back here if you wanted to find like the anatomy of this extreme chibi. So almost kind of like the North Pole, you know, or like a barber pole, I guess, you know. And then Santa's over here. Santa has a walrus, I guess. There's his beard, and there's his hat, right? So, okay. When you think of a chibi, think of the North Pole. What about feet? What do feet look like? Ooh, these are adorable. Look at these. So, side note, if you want your feet to be more adorable, have less toe. You see how this looks cuter than this? I notice. I think that's cute. They're wearing shoes though, so it's more pointy. Another fun note. Add that to the list, future Josh. Something I just realized though is that something that is really obvious about this style is how clean the edges are and how simple the edges are. So like if you want to think like realistically, right? If this is the simplified anatomy of this chibi, then that means this leg has to connect to the, like if we were gonna draw them naked, right? But in a cute way, in a classy say-so chibi way, then the edge of the cylinder would connect directly to this little leg. And then if they were gonna have a skirt or pants or whatever, it would go around it because that's what you wear, right? But then you would have all these different angles, right? And this goes up and then here's your pants, right? And you'd see it. And then if you have arms, right, you'd have the shirt on top, right? But they don't do that. Instead of having the legs connect and then overlap, even though technically that's like what's happening, they have the lines straight. There's no ruffles here. There's no depth. There's no form. It's intentionally flat. It's intentionally cute and oversimplified. And that's part of the charm. That's what makes it look so cute. It's just a straight line on the sides with a dividing line. That's it. Okay, now that we got that, let's get this ratio in here. Is it how high is the head to how high is the body? Is it about half? So Melon Sin probably gives us a good idea here where it's literally just a snowman. Ball, only instead of making it round, she just throws Keen, not sure, they just throw the walls there. Yeah, and then automatically this one, Buffsin looks the most realistic, I think, because of the proportions. These are cute. It's literally half and half. So the head is half as big as the body. So this is already too realistic. Now that we know that the underlying anatomy is just this sphere, now I can actually start going and copying what I actually see, because now I actually learned something. Now I actually have something to go on. And then here, really important, they are showing form by having overlapping planes, overlapping lines. This hand here is overlapping the pipe that goes beneath it, right? Like the pipe should be here. This is where the pipe is. But see, that doesn't look good. So instead, to show that they're actually holding the pipe, they put the hand over that pipeline. Woo, form, it's everywhere. But they just didn't include most of it to get this style, which is adorable. Another subtle display of form. They have the mustache wrapping around the face. It just ends. The face cuts it off right here. Very cute. We can do that. All right, here's the list of traits that I rattled off that I don't remember now, but I will once I watch the video. They're on the screen for you. And these are the big principles that I learned from this that I can then apply towards future drawings, future chibi drawings. And, you know, we'll get into, I guess I'll do the form or the shading here real quick, which just follows the point already of super simplified form showing in different ways. So this hat is showing the fact that this is a curved surface by having this line go this way, right? And that this has depth and is looking up by having the shading of the face go this way, right? So let me just clean this up and do the best I can, and then we'll call it. One note though, I personally turn brush opacity and pen pressure off when I do cell shading so that I don't have to get, you know, if you have cell shading off, it doesn't matter. It all just looks super flat and cell shaded and cute. If you're doing more realistic drawings and you have pen pressure on, you get this dark layer here where this is lighter, this is darker when you overlay it. And it doesn't work for this style of drawing. So I just turn it off and make it a lot faster. All right, and there we go. And if you just look at mine versus theirs, the biggest difference is line quality. My line quality is garbage. My confidence, garbage. They make this look effortless. Whoever this is. Keen, I keep forgetting your name, Keen, sorry, it looks great. Mine looks very sketchy, it looks wobbly, it doesn't look clean, it doesn't look slick. And even though I probably got maybe 80 to 90% of it, this is the artist difference here. This is the difference in confidence and line quality. I'm also not entirely confident that my facial proportions are correct here. If you look here, the features like the eye and the monocle seem to be a lot bigger. I seem to have a lot more face left. That's it for this time. It turned out really say-so, like really cute. I didn't expect chibis, honestly. I was expecting like much more closer to like the smut, like porn type of study. But you know what? I'm cool with this. This is fine. It's all included in that anime weeb family. So tune in next time when we scroll down my Twitter feed and we'll see what exactly we'll be studying. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.